I'm here in a very familiar place in the shul office. And why am I here? Because of this week's parsha. And I'd like to thank Suri for giving up her normal spot for a minute while I do this video. In the middle of the parsha, we have the sad story of the Egel HaZahav, of the golden calf. And we know that Moshe went up, the Jews miscalculated, and there was a group that convinced the larger group that in the absence of Moshe, an idol needed to be created, and an idol was created, and Hashem was obviously very upset when that took place. Only a couple of weeks after telling them, don't have any idols, and they had done it, after hearing it directly from Hashem. And then Moshe says in the argument to save Am Yisrael, if you're going to wipe them out, then mecheni na mesifrecha asher kasafta, then wipe me too, erase me from the book that you have written. And some say that's the reason that last week in Parshas Tetzaveh, Moshe's name did not appear, because if you even say something, then Moshe's name was erased from that particular Parsha. But Rav Yaakov Yosef, who was the Maggid of Vilna and became the first and only chief rabbi of New York City, had a very interesting interpretation of those words. He said, if you are going to wipe Am Yisrael out, mecheni na misifrecha asher kasafta. Sifrecha doesn't refer to the Torah. It refers to the ledger. Right here are the ledgers. We have the tzedakah fund. We have the general fund of the shul. Obviously, Suri and the officers take very good care of these books. And I imagine she's watching me just to make sure that I don't manipulate them in any way. No, I'm just kidding. But the Rav Yaakov Yosef says, Moshe says, if you're going to wipe them out, take everything that I've accrued in my books, all of my mitzvos, everything that I have gathered and attained and gotten over these years, everything good, and apply it to them. Take everything out of my account and put it in the account of Am Yisrael so they won't be wiped out. That's the leadership of Moshe Rabbeinu. And there is an Am Yisrael today because Moshe was willing to take that statement, to go that far, and to save Am Yisrael in that way. That's a great leader. A couple of years ago, I spoke in Shul that the Lubavitcher Rebbe said that when Moshe came down the second time from the tablets that he carved, his face was shining. Not after the first time when he came down after speaking to Hashem and having Hashem create the tablets. And the Rebbe answered, when he came down the first time, he was a Rosh Yeshiva. When he came down the second time, he was a Rebbe. He had already argued for Am Yisrael. And he said, according to the Rav Yaakov Yosef, take everything that's mine and give it to them, just to make sure that they'll be an Am Yisrael, that they'll be my beloved people. That's the leader of Am Yisrael that everybody looks for. That's the level and the model that we all have to try to accomplish. Have a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos.